Alrighty. So we got the emergency congress. We're going to hold it. With the restoration of social and emergency congress must be held immediately inside the future leadership of this young republic. Power to concentrate in the hands of the work of the President Council. The popular front decide holy emergency council so dissolved with my problems. Bookers of the world unite. Workers of the world. Indeed. And I got some stubble here. The last order. Clear one of them. Besides that, we're mostly just waiting for Siberia. Anyway, the question of the Bolsheviks. The RKP, the party of Bolshevik carried power in the country in October 1917. Their almost incorporated our socialist parties and trust in revolutionary terror devastated. It then needed civil war. After the civil war, the Bolshevik almost dissolved. Some like their friends and others like Nikolai Bukhar and Alexei Rykov found their own party. Since the party ruled by guerrillas and never entirely all right here by the radical who believe that only the dictatorship of true socialism can be achieved. While it might not seem too radical for now, we can agree that participation in Congress only if left carried ever more moderate carried will become the state. Since to invite the RKP grid across our left as lines with natural enemy to both reasons July uprising 117. So yeah, that refers us now because we aren't going to be doing left carried left. Left carried is kind of boring, all things considering. Let's see, I'll give you a like, it's just boring to me at least. Fucking Zayda more interesting. He's like the standard Leninist. Pushing the Mensheviks, the RSDAP or Mensheviks, the most rightist party political spectrum opposed to democracy. Most members of Congress remember that they want to cooperate with capitalist parties during the Civil War. On the other hand, they're eager to support the government and want to support workers. Let's see. It's Pete. Yeah, if I'm okay. Oh, yeah, the NSP. The Labour Government. This was based on the last recorded actually, because recording January I just haven't really been. I took a break from before, and so by the time this comes out, I basically should be getting back to swing of things. I don't know if the update will come at some point. Another thing was to shine on the question of the army. Some faction in the Congress believe that we should maintain the Krasnaya Guard there. Red Guard, and the voluntary tolerance militia units. The others, however, believe we should create a centralized army in order to compete with most European armed forces. We should get a centralized army. That's usually how I do things. Yeah, much like this or some naval bomber. Naval bombers. Naval bombers, hey. Did I say I was going to do Chesty? I'm going to do Texas. I was thinking of doing Fruits at some point over here. But the whole lack of the water evolution path is much more interesting. To me at least. Also, I might do the anarchist one. As I find about the chains. The chains. Yeah, don't matter how you guys are doing actually. Probably gonna look that up. Cause kind of want to do is a done off playthrough at some point over here. Seems very easy and rather interesting. No different than how using TNO, say at least. Anyway, trade unions. The discussion of trade unions seems to be one of the most hot debates in the Congress. All major factors have only been on topic. The Bolshevik, Menshevik, and SP support the idea of state-controlled unions, being the powerless. The SRs and different but to that. The trade unions should be autonomous use of the workers' self-governance, which shall decide the economic program. The PSR believe that trade unions should be temporary by the state. Jesus Christ. Just kind of, what the hell's going on? We do crack assistance. And get rid of laser stunts. Let's get better plans. Minorities. The opinion of the Congress by government started as well. The first opinion to make Russia centralizing terror state without autonomous divisions. Which more effects to support the idea of federalization creating a simultaneous socialist republic. I've got NSP. That's where we be. Some idea for army doctrine actually. I don't know. Create our own alliance. Create our own alliance. Create the football sport. The majority of family believes we join international. Some believe we create our own alliance. Well, we are going to create our own alliance in SP. Who needs the third international when we got the regular international? Because we're not going to be too radical this place, too. Not too radical. Here. I can't wait to do it in my country at some point. Can't wait to do it. Due to the creation of work in the Pencil Council in our district, we've finally begun the first democratic Soviet elections. Throughout soon, depending on the results, the Supreme Soviet will elect a new Soviet government form. In the Soviet system, workers elect representatives to local councils. The local council elect regional representatives, and the Supreme Council will form from regional representatives. Nevertheless, we will need to choose propaganda socialist posters if we want any party to have a greater chance of the Soviets having. In the case, the government will have a representative and also parties rank. Vote for the NSP. We'll get the NEPs. Introducing the NEP via market socialist, which is I'm going to read. Let's get Polish on Mob. We're going to war with Transamar at some point. To land question has been divided so that in Russia and it's still on top of now. So a question about the land should be followed. Land should be nationalized. Socialist forceful relation on land. The village socialism in the city. Yeah, let's do this. Bukhara Knights. Capitalism in the village, socialism in the city. Interesting. So like Moscow is going to be have socialist policies, but yet rural regions will have capitalist policies. Yeah. Put the whole philosophy on market socialism, the gradual transition of communism via social. It's kind of like, I guess you could kind of compare it to like welfare capitalism. Like that. Probably have you guys over here actually. Because I'm not these guys can go to war with us. So election results. The extraordinary Congress Socialists is over. All debates on completing the main trade student film outline, however. So democracy and interests of the working council parties will be conducted. Therefore, the elections because of held in the party will be the People's Socialist. A lot more pink now. It's more pink. I shall introduce the NEP soon, but we should focus on our war stuff just in case. Look at that Bukhara election, right? April 1940. Very nice. So, not a bad flag. Congress of Soviets, still in the lead. Let's see, something like a Spartacade happens every game. If you're a socialist over here. Got these Cerealians. I've also been thinking of doing the other, like the new journey path that I'll play with Goebbels' path. Before I wrote to Morgan, the GSVN? I can't remember the exact name. But it is a path that I am interested in doing over here, despite me preferring the Goebbels one, because that one's a lot more interesting, I don't think, in comparison. The President College. I am doing, you think about doing that corporate state one. That looked fun. Very interesting stuff over here. And on the left, I saw both of the split. The Alliance of Bukhalin, headed the NSP, and Spiridonova, as the left social revolutionaries. A lot of those seek to defeat the capitalists in Russia and restore Soviet power. This really united the social revolutionaries that former Bolshevik became the NSP, but even more incredible the fact that Spiridonova and Bukhalin always acted in mutual united front. As one political unit. As early 1918, at the time, the Brest-Litovsk Treaty, Bukhalin, the leader of the left communists, supported the left social revolutionaries and anti-victory rhetoric. There were even rumors that Nikolai Ivanovich tried to arrest Lenin in order to break the Brest Peace Treaty and continue the war with Germany. Out of the defeat of Bolshevik in 1920, the creation of the People's Socialist Party in the mid-1920s, Bukhalin again began to view the left socialist. Yeah, that should be on the one there. As potential allies. In 1930, in the mid-1930s, the de facto political alliance was created between the NSP and the PLSR. Now, while Nikolai Ivanovich and Maria Alexandrovna became leaders of the close doors, all of this gave rise to regarding their personal relationship. Some would say something of a love affair. Ooh, spicy. Now, such a revolutionary communication of fragments of one great political party should be example of the People's Socialist Front of the Workers' Paradise all over the world. Long live the People's Front of Bukhara and Spirit Nova. Very nice. Before we focus on stuff we got going over here, I'm gonna be keeping fixing out some time. Never do no bad. That generates every now and then. It's like it's random every time. So that means that I can choose. Yeah, we're gonna rebuild the Red Army. I forgot about that. Let's rebuild the Red Army. How much am I gonna go exactly? I don't know, I'll probably go with Tuke's plan. That being, it doesn't really say, actually. In that case, I'll go with Max. Let's get this started. And thing got going over here. Calling us from office. Give an area for Ireland. Got them man over here. I'm thinking about doing the I don't know if I said this already, but I'm thinking about doing Guild of Hooligans. No. I judged it, except this time I'm gonna be taking all the land. Cause why just take a few when you could have it all red-handed? So again, this is exactly how that goes. Mission flying. I should read some of the stuff. There's some stuff over here. System. How could this have happened? And we'll call it. Let's see over here. This is from Mano Doctrine. Anyway. Let's read his description. Well, it's gonna take a while. Nikolai Bukharin, born in a middle-class family in the capital of Russia, Bukharin has been a member of the Russia far left for the last 3 decades. He was an early member of the Social Democratic Labor and the Bolshevik faction. Convened at the conflict with founded youth movement, the Komsomol, and maintained in contact with the rest of the party while in exile in the West. Their political thought was influenced by the European left, the Austrian Marxists, and non-Marxist scholars like Bogdanov. My boy, my man. And he constantly came into ideological combat with them, despite being a loyal Bolshevik. Yeah, I don't think he was ever, I don't think he was ever killed, at least that time. I think it was, nah, that was something of Trotsky. He got exiled in Mexico. I can't remember what happened with Bukharin after, the Reds won. Anyway, Bukharin played a key role in the Bolshevik October Revolution, the murder of a member of the Soviet Republic's left wing. He vehemently opposed the treaty of Brest, leading the prospect of a world revolution, especially with revolutionary events in France beginning to break out. The revolution, Bukharin was one of the few that managed to escape the gallows and organized a life faction of the Bolshevik the following years of the People's Socialist Party. Buried in the possible bureaucratization and military feudal exploitation of the peasantry, Bukharin endorses a moderate approach to caste industrialism and the lines between the proletariat and the peasantry as well. Some market economy. The Moscow Federation anarchists. Today, various exiled monarchists who participated in the First Russian Civil War under the leadership of Vsevolod Volin, not that Vsevolod, returned to their homeland. Volin announced the restoration of the Moscow Anarchist Federation, which had been expanding in the Civil War, when Levites completely destroyed the anarchist forces throughout the country. This political structure was very important to Soviet authorities, from well and supported in this rest of the socialists committed to offer to help the struggle against all oppressors. Anarchy Mother. Anarchia Mama. That's what it's supposed to be. Yeah. Imagine if I fucking Machno over here. Except for in this time when Machno was in fucking France over here, he has this path. I do want to do this over here because Machno's little things are pretty the fucking thing. Oh yeah, Tsar Karelia. Tiva Karelia, I think I say that. Tiva Karelia appeared over all the mass resettlement of Karelians from their ancient lands and Karelian isthmus in the northern Lagoda until fine lands of Berzevsky Vers in the second half of the 20th century. First quarter of the fucking Roman numeral shit. Prior to the context of the fellow tribesmen in the own lands and White Sea Karelia, Tiva Karelia eventually split into separate sub-ethnos of Karelians, speaking the special Tivia dialect of the Karelian language. The refugees from the Ulins of Vatskaya Partia settled in the state and lands of Tivia, devastated by the troubles and depression of the Russian troubles. According to the last census, there are around 14,567 Tiva Karelians in Russia. Settlements carried out in the country carried out in an orderly manner by the Moscow government opposed to the attempt for future settlements of Karelians were inspected in advance, which indicated non-violent deportation of Karelians by the Moscow Tsar. Now, national government, so-called Karelian Republic, declared Tiva Republic would be liberated and open repatriation programs. We have not allowed some separatists to do this in the connection. The government of Tiva Province proposed established Karelian National District Center and that kind of stuff. This required retired Tiva Karelians. We must succumb to separatists. Innuendos. We'll get them exiled. That's fine by me. Let's see over here. Get some. And there goes Paraguay and all that. Presidents, you guys aren't doing too bad, I don't think you're saying. That was a shock from my fucking eyes are terrible. But yeah. Cohen. Cohen's an interesting man. In my opinion. A lot more interesting. I'm more interested in him than fucking Molotov. He's just a fucking simp. Fucking Stalin's wiping and that's just fucking weird as shit. And they're gonna be studying the SVR. Although Russia had many internal security services, they made progress to keep the peace at home. Something which is no use an army that moves forward far beyond the borders. That's exactly why we need to create a new agency integrating to and so the military. To focus on civilians and the warfare force all the time is going to create the foreign towns of the SVR for sure. Well, of course, we're going to start to check another time. Of course, I would start to get troops going on over here, but I've been needing some fucking good shit. Okay, can I trade you for some of these? Much rather have cavalry than whatever the fuck else. Anyway, Maximov returns. Grigori Petrovich Maximov is an outstanding theorist of the anarchist immigration. He's been a civil war one of the leaders in the anarcho-syndicalist propaganda. He also had an organization called the Western Confederation of Syndicalist Anarchists. The original Maximov fully supported the new social regime that was now in Russia. Supported the regime of prominent anarchists really strengthened our power. I wonder if he participates in politics. I remember seeing him appear as a potential leader. I can't remember which. And there goes the Gandhi. Back on E. I remember E. Maximov being somewhere that can become a leader of something. I don't know if it's Lee Maximov. And I got Peter Krasnov. Peter Krasnov. I'm thinking of doing like the 2 pass for the Don host. Mighty Don host, that being, they don't down here anymore. But that being von Ponwitz, Dashi's Kaiserreich, and Vlasov's little Koner thing. Well, I got a title for the little Koner series and everything. For the whole stoner. Boner. Fucking shit. Anyway. Let's see some of this stuff over here. Some logistics. Was it a... Wait. That's a Norwegian clan. Oh, that's the the... That's not the... Is that the Bush one? No, I remember the fucking least used to have a Bush war over here. There's like a symbol for it and everything. Like even Bush war can happen over here. Awesome stuff. There's like a bunch of shit for Austria. I am interested in all the Austria from what I've seen. Kaiser Redux. Very interested to see what that could be. That could be all about. Very interesting. Just let's focus one more on the military stuff. Centralized command. A centralized command is necessary in the military combat. Any other alternative would just result in total disaster. Something we need to avoid at all costs. Thus, we aim to create a cohesive military chain of command so that more effective fighting force. They do whatever the hell they want. It doesn't actually do well. Before bad hell. Deeper some battles, and with that we're going to be reading. Then now we're going to be reading the ideology. That was Socialistica Partia. Definitely butchering these names, so I do apologize if these are terrible. Anyway, the People's Socialist Party is the party of all former Bolsheviks in Russia that supported Bukharin. When the Bolsheviks split, Bukharin and his supporters founded their own party under the banner of the NSP. The party supports peaceful progress towards a socialist government with a unique social economic plan, the NEP, that describes a system detailing coexistence of markets, private property, and the planned economy. And it's pushing death. That is a lot of offense, actually, for Russia. This need new monument built to commemorate one of Russia's great poets has been uncovered at our capital. The Harvard University pushing to death the chance to recall the great days of Russian history culture. Not the paramount point of the dark town question invented. We love our poets. Yeah, I don't see much of his poetry, to be honest, so I can't really comment. Market socialism. While most resources reject the market outright, market socialists see no contradiction in letting the social economy follow the rules and flow of the market. Small business and foreign trade is more than welcome countries following market system with extra profits being distributed towards social programs and dividends. In the sphere government model itself, market socialism priorities differ greatly. Promoting them for something that could be described as a Soviet democracy. Most fair in these moments in the caliber called SP, the advocates for the implementation of the new economic policy. When Wella dies. George Vella, revolutionary leader of the Sorelians. The county president proclaimed dead today. People more death to the great Sorelian men who rather seeks to take the legacy name. Neither see the death of this man. Well, many conquerors upon combination. But when anything become good, country was sure fire. They already did Chief card. Because of the put it a long while ago. Probably will do D at some point. Anyway, revolutionary syndicalism keeps alive the desire to strike in the masses and only prosper when important strikes. When important strikes accompanied by violence take place. Oh yeah. Sorel, who advocated if I'm correct, he advocated political violence as a form of demonstration. Yep. Everything's collapsing around me. I think you can't still win this war. I think I saw him win it like once, and that was like a long ass time ago. I think Bulgaria can win that war if they play their hand right. Alright, random rights. True socialist core games become popular among children. The game requested to be called Reds and Whites. Three sources former Cowboys and Indians, with the Cowboys on the Reds and the Indians on the Whites. The games have become so popular, in fact, the company began to sell air guns explicitly for Reds and Whites. Railgun being very popular among children too. The government has strong support. This is a way to more open socialism in the future. Children, like soft wax. There they are. Need they be? With this, we're going to begin on our policy stuff over here by introducing the NEP. The new economic policy shall combine the social system with the free market. While the first guys, it might sound strange, the NEP help kickstart transition to true socialism. The truest form of a socialist. You just see over here. I'd like to do some of this other stuff over here at some point. I can get the Czech cool, the Yak Fishman. It's another path I'd like to do for Russia as well, but that's not I play Russia all the time. There's a bunch of other paths I'd like to do at some point. Yeah, so hopefully we get rid of this Civil War stuff. Yeah, we definitely get some of this. Full of that good shit. Some more stuff going on over here. Lots of people join the Third National. God, it's gonna be way too big. Do some limited conscription. Some numbers. Improve worker condition over here because I know they're doing this thing over here. The only thing we're really doing is just waiting for the inevitable war with this Transamerica. Oh boy, it's gonna be something more. It's gonna be one hell of a fucking fight, I guarantee you. One hell of a fight. I don't know if that's gonna be interesting or not. Destruction. Skip free and be unlocked. What the NIP introduced. I should be in the episode over here though. Not really at time, but that's kind of ass, so gonna be taking things short, sweet. So yeah, we're probably gonna be finishing up some more of this. Probably gonna go with Cherchevsky or Zukov. This breakthrough would be nice actually. Just get our armor stuff up and running actually. So we set this on and stuff. It's gonna take a while for our tank core to get going, but that's exactly why it's there. So yeah, next time probably gonna be going down some more of our military stuff, but we'll do some more stuff over here. We shall see. We shall see. We shall definitely finish this playthrough. Hopefully, depending on circumstances, battles comes out. Battles come out either the Molotov series should be done or the Molotov series is gonna be put on hold for the time being. But we shall see. Until then, I'm Might also see you guys later. Bye.